I remember when I was at my father's 45th birthday party, suddenly they turned on the music. And out of the corner of my eye, I saw a microphone. And I just couldn't stop myself. I had this urge to go and sing my little heart out. It might have been because I knew Bon Jovi's It's My Life by heart, or because of the welcoming faces that surrounded me. But there was just this overwhelming happiness in the air. Last month, I was on my sister's birthday. The same song came on. This time, I didn't want to sing. The urge was gone, and so was my confidence. So, the outgoing little girl had died. The cheerful little girl that was always smiling had died. The talkative little girl died. The girl that would raise her hand in class as high as it would go had died. And the girl that would dance wherever there was music had died. Funny thing is, all these traits that made her up, that were positive, the moment confidence was gone, took on a negative connotation. So cheerful became obnoxiously happy, and talkative became just chatty, and that constant smile just felt too over the top. And there's this graveyard full of little kids just like her, who at one point or another buried their inner self with self-doubt and questions and doubts about what others thought about them. So, the question that pops up into your head is, why? Well, you've got modeling, whose purpose is to compare humans. You've got creams that make you look like a younger version of yourself. You've got ads, which are designed to make you compare. And then you've also got social media, which makes you see the most intelligent person and the most beautiful person in the span of 20 seconds. And so the bar is just too high. You've also got things that compare you not only physically, but mentally. That's school. You are determined and their worth by if you can or can't learn a bunch of words that are written on a piece of paper. And then you've also got peer pressure. It's that cloud that hangs over you, trying to push you into the mold a little bit. So the reason life has all these things that make you and everybody you know fade away until you're just this hole where confidence used to be. So I want you to close your eyes and think about two bars. One of them is how you see yourself, and the other is how you see other people. So, like this, right? Well, I know for some of you, and I know this, so don't lie, the bar on the left is actually higher than the one on the right. So it's actually like this. As kids, we see life as the first one. When I was singing Bon Jovi, I felt that status of a rock star possible. It was just moving forward and getting there. And now it just looks like this very steep, impossible climb that you'll never be able to accomplish. So, for those of you who see life like the first line, congratulations, you've got something else to brag about to your friends. For those of you who see it as the second one, let's try to fix that. First, let's go a little bit more in depth about why it's a problem. So, it's actually like this because if you come to think of it, you look up to people, then other people look up to you. So it's actually a double way. And then there's another problem because you don't compare one person to one thing. You compare everybody with everything. And there's a million things you compare yourself. So it's like this. But a century ago, you would only be able to compare yourself to whoever you saw going to work and at work. And now you are able to compare yourself to 8 billion people every day. So it's actually like this, plus another 7 billion people. And then you think about it and you're like, well, I like Spider-Man because of his bravery, and my art teacher because of her hair. So it's actually a list of demands I want to someday have. And I know I sound crazy, because no one has a list of things they want to copy off other people. At least I hope you don't. But this is just to make you realize the first line is actually right and a reality to many people. There's just this gap that we're constantly trying to fill. I think there's 3 ways to go around it. The first one is changing the things you can't accept. So, for example, if you have a classmate that's really good on knowledge in the universe, then you just need to have all this other knowledge of the universe. And you've evened out the gap. That's it. When doing this, you do have to remember it's for you and not for other people. The second way is accepting the things you can't change. So, for example, if you're looking for spiders, you'll find spiders. If you're looking for flaws in yourself, you'll find flaws in yourself. So you need to look for positive things. I'm not 6'2", so I know I'm never going to be able to join a basketball team. But if I dwell on that, I'll actually be sad, because it's scientifically proven that people that look for bad things have sad feelings, and the people that look for happy things are happier. So you used to try to do that. And therefore, you're making the gap invisible to your eyes. The third way is faking it till you make it. Till you do, till it's true. This way, you shrink the gap, because you're just imagining your perfect self, right? Your perfect future self. How they talk, how they act, and one day you'll realize you've gotten there. Your posture is better, the way you talk is better, your smile is better, you are better. The tricky part is not getting stuck halfway, because that means you're stuck faking it, and that's not good. This is all based on the confidence loop, right? So if I am not so confident, but I really give out that confident vibe, then other people will think I am really competent and will give me more confidence to make them believe that I'm competent. And it's a circle that feeds itself endlessly, and it has a really good output on both sides. So, you've seen 3 ways to fix it, but they all take effort and time, and most of us don't have that. So the actual best way to do it is to lock yourself up in your house. Or better yet, open one of the doors you've locked, run to the mountains, hide in the cave, and if they're nice, and only if they're nice, make friends with the goats. To those of you who don't find this idea totally appealing, I want you to think of a picture of yourself as a kid. Think back to one of those you liked. This is my pick. And when that confidence is gone, close your eyes and say all those horrible things you're thinking to them. Say and realize and tell them how they're not smart enough, how you're measuring their worth by their looks, how you go back to every conversation they had that day because someone must have found something they said annoying. Tell them how they aren't enough, and tell them how you don't love them anymore. And after telling them all those things, realize how little you believe what you just said. Realize they are smart. Realize their worth is not controlled by their looks. Realize people don't find their voice annoying. Realize they are more than enough. Realize you do love them, and realize that confidence you lost can be found again. Thank you.